There's a misconception about intervention. When people start an intervention, they assume we're just dealing with the person of concern, just dealing with the addiction. This is actually the hard part over here. There's two sides to every intervention. There's the addiction side, and then there's the healthy side. There's the family. What we want to do in an intervention is we want to change the manager, change how we're managing addiction. Addiction started over here. It started small. I always say it's a hurricane or a tornado. It picked up steam and got larger and larger. The family got sucked into that. They didn't get sucked in at the top part. That'd be easy to deal with. They got sucked in years ago when it was just starting out. Intervention, we're going to break what's happening and we're going to change the manager. So over here, addiction is managing. We're going to make the family managers in the intervention process. 100% we can change the dynamic of what's going on with the family. This is the proverbial hot stove. Somebody in the family's reached over and touched addiction. They've gotten burned. They've reached over, touched addiction again. They've gotten burned for many, many times, thousands of times. The addiction has calmed down for a little bit. Everybody said things are great. He's getting better. He's starting recovery. And then what happens? The person uses again and the family gets burned. So we're going to shift the managers over to the family. What we're going to do is we're going to formalize consequence. Previous to this, consequences were shouted out as ultimatums. Ultimatums are always empty. If you drink one more time, I'm going to leave you. And the person that's in addiction actually knows that those are empty promises. In intervention, we're going to formalize the consequence. I use the line, I tell the person of concern, listen, if you want to use, that's fantastic. But the family is going to take different actions. So an intervention formalizes the actions that the family is going to take. It's like one of those, you've seen the ball things where you drop a ball and then the ball goes on the other side. When addiction, that person's use has to have consequence. It has to have formalized consequence. So when addiction comes, the family has got, understands what they're going to do, understands how they're going to manage the addiction. So an intervention works on two people. We're going to work over here and we're going to work on the family. The family is going to get stronger through the process. The family is going to understand addiction. The family is going to manage the addiction instead of the other way around, the family getting sucked into addiction.